guys, we are back playing Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Swordless, and a 3-heart challenge. When we last left, we were in Kakariko Village. We're gonna get a little bottle action, 2 bottles, and a few other items while we're out here. They are of the utmost importance because, well, the bottles are, because, well, they just are. They extend the duration in which we can survive upon taking damage, or something like that. Here we get probably one of the most valuable items of this run, the freaking bug catching net. This is insanely useful. Well, because you'll see, but not till a much later point in time. We're gonna go down here now into this back door that I'm sure you are all well aware of. Lift up this pot and get another bottle, and we're also going to lift up this pot and abuse a chicken. What? That's the most random thing I've ever heard. We're gonna take out our bombs, do a little dash. That guy's gonna dash away. You can catch him, and he's all like, "Hey, you should dash into some trees because it's awesome." And I said so, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, well I'm gonna throw a boomerang at this bomb." Slash shed. It is shed. There is a rat. He inflicted pain upon me. And so for that, I throw a pot at him. We're gonna stock up on a few meager supplies here while we can. We're gonna need a full boat of arrows pretty much to take out. We're gonna re-enter. I don't know if we can get supplies again by doing that. Oh well. We're gonna need a full amount of arrows to tackle the boss of the next dungeon. The frickin' 3 worms of doom. Chickens do not like it when you throw bushes at them. Nor do I. Do we want to buy bombs? Maybe we'll buy a heart just to be safe. And possibly also well, no, we have the bug catching net, so now we can go get fairies in the second dungeon, which will be helpful. We have full hearts. We need, well, let's see, we have 2 bottles, we have the bug catching net, full hearts. We need to go get a certain book of a certain Mudora variety. Mudora is the name of the book of Mudora. Mudora, something like that. Mudora would be probably, I don't know, whatever. We need the book. It's got some translations in it so we can read onk onk, squiggly line onk, whatever that means. I'll demo that in a minute. There's a bee. This could be problematic because we don't have a sword, so we're gonna flee from the bee. Oh my god, that was a close call. We barely survived. Anyways, no shield yet. I think we can go buy a shield if we can find some place to buy a shield, but I don't remember any places to buy a shield, so buy a shield we shall not. We're gonna dash past these enemies, we're gonna shoot, we're gonna hit you with the boomerang, then shoot 2 arrows into you and get a ruby. I was really hoping for more arrows, but alas, not all dogs will have their day. There's a fairy that I could have caught with my bug catching net if I had so decided to do so. I wonder what time it is. I don't have my recorder recording the time. We're gonna dash in here, equip our bug catching net, and go collect some fairies. We caught a fairy. We will keep it in a bottle. We caught a fairy. We will keep it in a bottle. That way we basically have 9 hearts, which is 3 times as many as 3. How exciting is that? That's pretty awesome. Anyways, we need to head down. It's really a pain in the butt because while I'm playing this, I know there's so much I'm missing. There's so many pieces of hearts, and I just don't feel right skipping all of the items, but alas, it must be done. For the sake of sakiness, we are going to continue our quest, get hit by a raven, and have arrows shot at us as we journey forth into the desert. We're gonna, after we beat this world, I guess, this dungeon, abuse the crap out of some more glitches after we venture forth into the... See, onk, squiggly, onk, squiggly, squiggly, squiggly. Onk, squiggly, onk is congruent to onk, is congruent to onk. Oh, right, to open your way forward, make a wish, and your prayer will be granted, or whatever. Awesome. Ah, God, my basic Mudora. I should know this. God, basic Hylian language. We're gonna need to hopefully not waste a whole bunch of arrows, and hopefully we can find some arrows in here to combat the the boss of this dungeon with. Would you be so kind, Mr. Green Guy, as to drop some arrows for me if I was to smash a pot into your face? The answer is unlikely. You dropped a heart. I guess that's somewhat useful, but I would much prefer if you were... Aha! Arrows. We like arrows, and we don't care who knows. We're gonna hide here, because this guy's gonna cause... Ow! He's gonna cause major problems for us. Even if we are hiding, because we're not hiding good enough, is what I am telling you all. There's another green guy who's also going to get smashed in the face with a pot. You may remember these guys from the first dungeon. They can be dispatched in a similar manner to the way we first dispatched them. What is in here that I need? Oh yeah, I don't even need to come in here, but we're in here for the sake of being in here. We're gonna get a dungeon map, which is completely useless because I know my way around this dungeon fairly well. You could say I happen to be a bit of an expert when it comes to this dungeon and other dungeons of the dungeon variety. We're gonna avoid the BMOS, go like this, make the key fall, avoid the BMOS, get the key, and leave the BMOS. Sorry BMOS, it's just not your day. Anyways, we are gonna go get the big key. Pretty easy to do. This entire dungeon, well, as was the case with the first dungeon, we skipped a portion of it for the sake of skipping a portion. No. Anyways, there's more enemies. Here, we're gonna have to dispatch some of these villainous foes with our arrows, which isn't too problematic. As long as the BMOS does not decide he wants to inflict harm upon our body. Here, we have a delicious compass. Do not eat the compass. That is probably not good for you, although it may be high in iron. Here we're going to get attacked by things shooting balls at us. And now we have obtained the key, a key of the large variety. Phenomenal. Now that we have that, we can go get the power glove. After we get the power glove, we can go get some other useful items that will not be mentioned until we obtain them. Let's see. Power glove, power. I think that's what it's called. Oh well, we're gonna go get a glove that lets us lift stuff. How awesome does that sound? We're gonna lift this pot up, avoid the BMOS, lift this pot up, and this pot for some more arrows. We want to make sure we have a steady supply of arrows at hand because, well, now we have the power glove and now we can shoot arrows twice as hard for the same amount of damage. We still have to avoid the BMOS, who's gonna shoot at us somehow when we're not looking at him. Alright, BMOS, you are causing some problems for me in my quest to beat this game without a sword. Although we ultimately have to use the sword twice. Once on the final boss, because alas, it is a Zelda game, and the final boss can only be vanquished by the Sword of Evil's Bane. I believe it is sometimes referred to. Anyways, if we push this block down, we can get in this room up here, which is, aha, a fairy fountain to restore our 1.5 hearts with, because we took 1.5 points of damage from Mr. BMOS. We actually took 2 points of damage, but that is largely irrelevant. Anywho, we have the glove. We can enter the second half of the Dungeon of Doom. There's another BMOS. He's going to shoot a later Hosen. He's going to shoot a piece of German clothing at us as we enter the next room, pick up the key, and hopefully not take damage from these tiles, which we do not. Aha! How exciting is that? Let's see. Here we once again must dispatch all enemies, which we cannot do with the boomerang. Perhaps we could do with the lantern. We, alas, cannot do it with the lantern. So, maybe if we fake sword poke at him. I missed that shot by a mile. Excellent shooting, Link. Link! We are wasting arrows. Arrows which we have one shot we cannot reobtain. I would appreciate it if you would desist in the arrow wasting this immediately. Here's a Beamos. He's gonna see us and zap us. We're gonna dodge and be like, oh ho, we dodged you, Beamos. And he's gonna see us again. And this one's gonna be all like, oh crap, I got you. And we're all like, oh yeah, well, we got 23 arrows. And now we need more. Oh boy, this could be most troublesome in a minute because we have to avoid tiles while continuing forward. We have 1 heart. Hopefully there is a restockment of arrows, a key. Anyways, we have dispatched you. We have 26 arrows, which is hopefully enough to beat the boss with. We're just going to have to time our shots very excellently. And I'm going to take a moment to stop and go to the bathroom, in case you were wondering. So when I return, we shall square off against the most evil of evil worms. And we have returned. We are going to square off against the worms of all worms. Do. We have the incorrect weapon out. Hopefully you come straight down at me. We have to accurately shoot our arrows. That was not an accurate arrow shooting. Ah, this is gonna be absolute hell on earth. Why am I doing this? Oh my goodness. Mr. Worms, you are hard to hit with arrows, to say the least. I have to accurately predict my... Oh, I got you! Aha! You weren't the one I was aiming for, but I hit you anyways. So eat that, Mr. Worm. You troublesome... Wow, how did I miss you? You troublesome worm you. Oh, get on. That's some good shooting there, Tex. If we can just predict the path you will take, we can defeat you quite easily if we are lucky. So far, we're not doing actually that bad. I thought this was going to be a lot harder than it actually has been. So far, not bad. I approve of our situation. Okay, here we go. You are going to fly. Wow, you're going to jump down right away. I'm going to miss not shoot. Excellent, excellent. Good, good. Okay, you're going to fly up that way, I believe. You're going to go that way also, and you're going to come... Oh, you're also going to go to that corner. We gotta shoot. We gotta... Ah, what a waste. What was I thinking? Blasted you square in the face. I wasted another arrow. I really hope I'm not gonna run out of arrows. That would really... Oh, I got one! Ah! Eat it. Beat you up real good, Mr. Worm. Take that, you troublesome... I don't know what you are. You're a worm who digs in sand. You look more like larva than real worm. Oh my god, 2 down. Here we go, guys. 9 arrows to take out you. If I do this, I'm the man. I win. You guys all are awesome for watching. Here we go. Here we go. Is this the final shot? Oh, what am I doing? Why did I shoot right? Oh my god. Here we go. I missed. No. 7 shots left against this most heinous of enemies. And you are defeated. That was actually a heck of a lot easier than I thought it was. Anyways, you may see we have 4 hearts. Not a big deal because once we enter a building again, it resets back to 3 because of a certain super awesome secret code I have entered on the SNES. I will... Well, it was put in the first video as... Well, for means of demonstration. To show you that I, in fact, have just 3 hearts. Anyways, I guess I'm going to pause here, and we'll see you guys in the next episode when we go get a few items. Item collection for the win. See you later.